I'll slay you, you scum. I'm going to enjoy... Ah! Fuck! Ah!
Good fella. That's my boy. Look what I've got. You'll love.
Hear ye, good people, and what of our own
The Lord be praised.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want to know.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver. It changed hands on the hill.
Have you been there to have a...
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth...
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind?
Someone called Rap...
Not much, but it's a start. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have...
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who...
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that.
Very well, I'll...
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
See you later.
Your stomachs. It's hard to resist.
Hear ye, good people.
I'm honored.
Is there anything in...
It's so peaceful. May the Lord watch over you.
How does life in Rap...
I suppose it was kind of them to take it. Goodbye.
Meat, mutton, veal, beef, and chicken.
Poor or rich, old or young,
God
there's
watch over-
something here for everyone.
May the Lord
Magical
watch over.
ointments, protective.
What?
Of course, my dream. You were in a.
Come get them.
Would you teach me more?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more.
Wouldn't you rather
veal,
learn?
beef, and chicken.
Well. Will you teach me how to?
Certainly.
I'm interested in.
All right.
Carrots and apples picked today.
Now.
Put a smile on your...
God be with you.
Meat, cured and fresh. from the woods or
Will you
from
teach
the
me
pen.
how-
It
Certainly.
all tastes delicious.
I'd like to hone.
First, you have to.
Well,
May the Lord watch over you.
About-
I knew that dream. Yes.
And that's supposed.
Oh, well, what's Henry? So,
Good men,
Henry,
good wives, come have a look. Don't
First,
be
tell
shy.
me.
You'll
Me?
never see such
I
fine
am an
mates.
unworthy, low and without home or kin I wander. Ointments, relics, aromatic herbs. Wonderful! Oh, glorious!
so
Bun,
how do you
veal,
plan?
beef,
With a test.
chicken.
Oh.
I have my eye on 3 rare objects of great value.
Go on.
First, I need a tooth of Saint Procopius. Then I'll need a branch from a topping out hung on a church. And finally,
Bloody hell, that's a lot. About that tooth.
I know. Yes, it would be very difficult to get.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery. And it just so happens,
Salami,
thanks to my intricate...
sausages, meat of all shapes, sizes and flavours.
How did you find
as it happens, he told...
And how am I supposed to?
I haven't the faintest idea. You'll have to think of something. But maybe you...
Wouldn't that be swindle?
It is, and it isn't.
Salami, sausages,
If I sell
lard
that
of all
tooth as the
kinds
tooth
and
of Saint
scratchings that make your
Procopius,
mouth water
then it
more
certainly
than the
is
finest
deceitful.
cake.
Does it really matter?
Of course it does. The name Procopius in this holy land is shrouded with mystical powers. Some
Fine.
wonderful.
Garlic, carrot, beetroot.
This topping out.
You're not a
From
co-
the
No,
yard
I'm
or
a-
from
I
the
see.
wood, lean and
Well,
fatty
a
pork,
topping
chicken
out is a
and
decorated
beef. We've
spruce.
had it all. Come and see.
Well, then all we need to do is break off a branch somewhere.
You don't understand, young man. The topping out was sanctified by a priest, and it hangs on the highest church.
Fair enough.
It'll make you cry and
That
garlic.
topping off is hung pretty high.
Naturally.
And chicken.
It hangs on the rooftop according to tradition.
And how am I supposed to get it?
Damned if I know. But they had to get it up there.
Very well. This player's talisman.
Meat.
I actually
cured and
have a
fresh. From
specific
the
one
woods
in
or
mind.
from the pen. It all
Here it-
tastes delicious.
How am I supposed to get the talisman?
I haven't a clue.
A cat's paw? I thought players bring along a rat.
I thought so too. But
Salami,
this man is winning one
sausages,
game after.
Meat
Oh.
of all shapes, sizes and flavours.
Very well.
Man cry like a little lamb.
I'll get looking for those things.
Excellent.
About those other things. I'll get looking for those.
Excellent. God be with you.
Salami, sausages, meat of all shapes, sizes.
Garlic, onion, mushrooms, asparagus. Here.
Good day to you.
You must be that lucky fella.
Lady Luck has been good to me lately.
Sure, people say that you get help from a.
Is that not all?
No, it is.
Why?
I'll buy it from you.
You want to buy my cat paw? You're joking.
No, I'm not. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it?
See? In the end, it brought me more luck than I thought.
Thanks.
Farewell.
Carrots that'll make you and your family happy. Onions that'll make you cry. And garlic that'll keep evil spirits at bay.
About those... I'll get looking.
Excellent!
I went to look for...
Splendid! Splendid!
one cat paw.
Marvelous! Let's just...
That will be all for an...
Meat, mutton,
See you later.
veal, beef, and chicken.
Yeah.
I hope I can be...
It doesn't look good.
What? What are you talking about?
Your tooth. I bet it hurts a lot, doesn't it?
How do you know about that?
I overheard you in the tavern yesterday. If I were you, I'd let the blacksmith pull it.
Why?
I knew a man once who was in the same situation as you. His tooth was sore, and he was frightened to have it pulled.
And what happened to him?
In the end, half his jaw almost fell out. So I wouldn't underestimate it.
But I can't go to the blacksmith.
Don't tell me you're afraid.
I am afraid. I don't mind admitting it.
You know what? I'll go with you and make sure you get out of there alive. You don't have to be embarrassed. Every man in the world's afraid of having his teeth pulled.
I know, but even so...
Let's go then, and get this over with.
Huh?
Not his usual grouchy self at all. She's not from around here. She don't visit. Maybe I... Burners. Christ.
If you're not working here,
What will come of that?
Is someone there? What are you looking for? No one's up.
What do I have to do to...
You have to know how to read and write, speak Latin, and have a letter of admission from the abbot. But
Letter of admission? Great.
that's the least of your worries. By the look of you, I'd say your biggest problem. Tell me, are you capable of spending your days in quiet meditation and prayer to our Lord? Of renouncing...
What do I have to do?
You have to know how to read.
Let...
What are you looking for? Hey, who's there?
What part didn't you understand? Hey, who's there?
Hey, you! Halt! Surrender! You'll have to answer for your law breaking.
I surrender.
You've been lurking around where you don't belong. This definitely won't come cheap.
Just my luck.
Hey,
Look, I can't tell you any.
there.
Well,
Yeah.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view.
Does the name Rapita ring any bell?
Rapota, you say?
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That. Where's Rapita?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapita's scarpered and won't be coming back this...
What? That bastard owes me a dozen. Damn it! Now what? Ah, well. In any case, thanks for the information.
I'm honored that...
Let's go to the blacksmith.
Fine, let's go. Do you need help? Jesus, it's going to be really painful, isn't it?
Don't worry. It will hurt a little, but then you'll feel relieved. You'll see.
If you say so.
Look what I've... You'll... Look what you'll...
Hey, he's here again.
Well, I never. Henry!
Hey,
Where's he going?
is he ignoring us? Henry, hey.
I can't believe it. We've known each other our whole lives. Near enough.
I don't know. Isn't it a waste of time? Maybe it'll go away on its own.
Are you mad? It won't go away, it'll just get worse. The sooner we get it out, the better.
Yes, you're right. Are you quite well?
My breath is short, my feet are sore, I buy a horse that I am for. The sun may burn, the sun may shine, but you will not wither, darling mine.
Look, I can't. It's embarrassing. I'm a coward and I won't be able to handle it.
We're almost there. Just be a man about it.
You're right. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Hold him tight.
Let's do it.
Ah, look.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
out.
The agony.
Hey, want to keep it as a memento?
I love it.
Oh, all right. Fry your fish as best, fishy thighs and fishy breasts.
From the yard or from the wood, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We have it all. Come and see.
Have a look at these cucumbers. Now stay firm all. Right before someone else does. You right here.
I'm glad to see you.
I went to look for the
Splendid, splendid.
tooth,
It isn't. Calm now.
a branch from a blade.
Excellent.
I had to shoot it down.
Watch out for this man. So, we've got all that sorted out. And now to the next matter.
So, about my reward.
Not so fast, young man. There's one more thing. It's rather complicated and delicate.
What thing?
A shroud.
A shroud?
Yes. A burial shroud of someone who passed away not...
I'm just supposed to...
Christ, no. I need a burial shroud.
And does it matter if...
It needs to be someone who lived an honest life. And I have just the fellow.
Right.
His family is waiting for the funeral.
And who was...
I know only a little, but according to the local... later.
Our Lord's
What do you want here? Go on. Jesus Christ be praised.
My condolences.
Thank you.
I've come to pay my last respects to a dear relative.
Have you? I've never seen you before.
I believe I'm your cousin. I knew your father from Kuttenberg and...
I knew it! You lying wretch! Don't let me see you here again! Take care now.
Take that!
I have the...
Lord Almighty, you don't want everyone to see it. Goodbye.
from the yard or from the woods, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We have it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Look what I've got. You'll love. Good fella. That's my boy. Look what I've got. You'll love.
I have the shrap.
Have you now?
Yes, well,
I'm sure God be with you.
That's where he lives. Let's teach him a lesson.
He's
Oh,
inside! I saw him go
Fuck.
in!
Henry, delay them.
What?
How? There's a reward for you in the trunk. I'll see you in Ledechko.
Come on!
Break it down.
Do it!
Hey,
yeah. 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 I feel quite hungry.
God be with you. Farewell.
Any chance of some...
Well, come to think, there is one. He said he'd come from the Holy Land, and he was selling various...
I see.
Well, I heard he had some fragments of a sacred... But by the time he reached me, he had no pieces left of the sword. All he had was some dubious wares, splinters from...
And where did the pieces of the sword...
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. They just keep them lying around at home for good luck. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword. Can you even imagine what power it would command? If you could get me all the pieces of the sword, I'd repay you very handsomely.
Are you sure the Queen of Sheba...
Who else would she be? Have you not heard of...
Isn't it a bit strange that some pilgrim would have something...
Are you suggesting he might have been lying? Well, people aren't to be trusted, but this is nothing to joke.
What kind of...
What do you think? It brought its bearer good luck in...
Where can I find...
Like I said, the smith hereabouts bought them from him. They say the largest piece is with the rat-eye swordsmith. The bastard probably won't want to sell. But if you manage to swipe it somehow...
I could do with a sword like that. What if you...
Well, everything has its price. But this one would be expensive. Getting hold of the bits is one thing.
Well, it does sound very interesting. I'll ask them and see...
Excellent. Take care now.
I'm honoured.
Do you ever work with...
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the Monastery Craftsman's Yard has bought out...
I'm looking for pieces of a sword that a pilgrim from the Holy...
I would have got...
Well?
It's a load of tripe. Only a fool would have given that trickster a single...
But if he lied about that sort of stuff, it would be a terrible sin.
Don't be so gullible, lad. That bastard never saw though.
What can you tell me about the sap?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. And then, apart from me, there's Mark.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest town.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him...
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet.
What are Zach and Master Otter...
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place, except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother. And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zack mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that he's...
That will be all.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that tree stump behind my house?
Can I take a look in?
What's got into you, boy? The grounds inside the monastery belong to the...
I want to build a shed there. Would you only cut the tree down?
I've been sent here from Talmberg. I'm to speak with...
That'd be the master builder. Or with our brother, the overseer.
It has to do with the stone for...
Ah, then that's a matter of supply. You'll want to talk to the overseer. His study is right above us, more or less. Go up the steps to the left and then head back in this direction, almost the whole way. Take care now.
I'm looking for whoever...
The construction's led by Master Builder Corel. You'll recognize him easily enough. He's the only one who doesn't look like a labourer. But if you want to talk to the overseer, then he's probably in his study at the top of the stairs in the gatehouse.
This has to be the stone that hit him. I'll take a piece of it. Maybe someone will recognize it.
Yeah.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I've come in the name of Sir Divish. I'd like to have...
And why is Sir Divish interested in that regrettable act?
He'd like to know what role the masonry had in it, or at least it's...
I guess it played a crucial role. But I don't intend to stand in the way of your investigation. I've already made...
Thank you. They sent you a letter from...
Really?
Oh no, I'm not the messenger. They sent it earlier.
And it still hasn't arrived? It depends on who the letter was passed on to.
Who's in charge of purchasing material?
Mainly it's me. I pay the fees and make arrangements for delivery. But those in charge of the actual building take care of the rest. I'm not knowledgeable when it comes to the quality.
They take care of storage as well?
Yes, but usually whatever arrives is used up straight away.
Do you remember when they...
Yes. It rained a lot that week, so they let the carriage sit right outside of the gate on the other side of the wall. It took some time before it was dry enough.
And there wasn't anything strange?
A little strange, I suppose. Usually they bring us a large block of stone, which the builders cut to size. But this time it was a number of smaller pieces. No one complained. They probably saw it as less work.
I heard that you were late with your payment to the town...
That's true. We ourselves had late payments, and it took some time before we gathered enough money to pay. But that's happened in the past. God be with you.